Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Nightly Sports Call.
Thank you very much, Ken. Welcome, everybody, to the Allegheny Health Network Nightly Sports Call. I'm Josh Taylor, in tonight for Rich Walsh. Joining me in studio from the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, as he does often during the course of the week, Gene Collier is here. And, Gene, a lot to pick from. We will start with the Pirates actually winning this afternoon in Detroit. Get pounded last night 10-0. Justin Verlander comes in and gives up one hit in 8 innings. They come back with a rookie named Drew Verhagen, I believe that's his name. I'm still trying to figure out what the kid's name is. But anyway.
Drew Verhagen.
Verhagen, that's a good way to start, too. But anyway, the Pirates offense comes back. They break out the bats. Josh Bell drives in a few runs. Sean Rodriguez hits a home run. Adam Frazier drives in a couple with the double and the triple. And the Pirates get a win 7-5. So, Gene, I guess the thing you look at right now is going into the weekend as they're facing Toronto, 3 out of 4 against Detroit. They do that pretty well. They take 2 out of 3 against San Diego earlier in the week. So as much as we talked, I think it was last week, about needing to beat the bad teams, they actually did that this week. It took series from 2 bad teams.
Yeah, and they beat the Padres, which they absolutely should do. They failed to take 2 or 3 from the Reds before that. But now 3 or 4 from the Tigers. That's good. Now the Blue Jays are not very good. And then you have 3 games, or is it 4 games, Josh, at Milwaukee?
I believe it's 4 at Milwaukee.
I've seen 2 different schedules. One has Monday open. Is Monday not an open date?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's a make-up date, but I got to go back and look at that.
The Thursday game, a week from today, is a day game. But 3 or 4 in Milwaukee before they come home. So, I mean, the Pirates keep plugging. You know, they're tremendously unimpressive usually, but, they're hanging around, mostly because the Cubs, this is a little bit surprising, haven't really taken much advantage of their momentum, and, the Brewers are hanging in there too. And
at last glance, I believe the Brewers lost tonight in Minnesota, so there's that one for the Pirates to gain some ground. The Cubs were idle today, so the Pirates gained a half game with the win. Right now, the Cardinals are in St. Louis. They're facing the Royals. They lead 6-7. I believe, in the bottom of the 8th inning. So I should say 7-6 in the bottom of the 8th inning. So there's a possibility that St. Louis at least holds ground and gains some ground on Chicago as well, and also Milwaukee. But the grand scheme of it, Pirates are 3 games out. It seems like every time you want to leave this time for dead, they come back. I believe Chris Muller, a 93 fan, referred to this team as zombies on The Walking Dead. Just when you think they're done, they continue to just rise back up. But in the grand scheme of all of it, the thing that I look at, if there's some things you draw from as positives, the offense is one thing I draw from. Adam Frazier's been hot since the break. Josh Bell continues to hit well. Andrew McCutchen's been Andrew McCutchen. You look at that. David Freese is on a good streak right now. And that's totally independent of having Starling Marte back in the lineup and making an impact there. So you look at the offense and say, well, the offense is doing pretty well. You look at the starting pitching, with the exception of the rough start last night where they just got pounded, Ivan Nova did. Chad Kuhl's trending upward. Trevor Williams is trending upward. Garrett Cole is trending upward. Jamison Tyone, after his last start, you hope he's starting to trend back upward. So things are moving in that direction. The bullpen, Felipe Rivero, gets roughed up against San Diego, but comes back, has a couple good outings. Daniel Hudson continues to be Daniel Hudson, so maybe you just write him off. But Juan Nicasio has been pretty good. George Contos has been a pretty good addition. So at least the bullpen is starting to maybe stabilize. And I add all those things up to say this. When you go into Toronto for 3 games, Toronto is a team who hasn't really had great pitching all year. Then you have Milwaukee, a team whose starting pitching is starting to betray them. Kyle Davies gets roughed up tonight in Minnesota. You look at things for the Pirates and say maybe this is the right time for things to start trending upward when you have more games that you have to win.
That's absolutely right, Josh. But there was only one stretch of this season where the Pirates had a stretch of games where they really needed to win and actually won them. And that was in the sweeping of the Brewers here a couple of weeks ago. Since then, they've been back to win a few, lose a few. Now I guess they've won 5 of 7 or something like that. 5 of 7. So, yeah, you just keep plugging. It's a really long season. There are 47 games to play by my count, and I could be wrong because I'm usually wrong.
And going into the month of September, that's really going to be the tough month for this team. I think they have 25 games against division opponents in the month of September. So you figure if they're, and there's been a lot of ifs that we've tossed about during the course of the season, but here's another one to add on to the pile. If they're able to come out of the month of August somewhere within striking distance, knowing they have to face Milwaukee a few more times, knowing they have to face St. Louis a few more times, knowing they have to face Chicago a few more times, and oh yeah, there's still Cincinnati a couple more. There's still that whole thing you got to shake in there and try to sort out that whole pile. There's still a lot to be gained for this team if winning division games is the way they can do it as far as winning the division?
Well, that's their real opportunity, and as we mentioned, they have rarely taken advantage of those opportunities. But September is a great opportunity for them if they can, stay where they are or a little bit above over the next 3 weeks.
All right, we will take a break. We come back. We will talk a little bit about the Steelers and Giants. Steelers' first preseason game going on tomorrow night at MetLife Stadium, and Josh Dobbs will be the starter. We'll get into that when we come back. Stick around.